Hi there, boys and girls. We are back with our tanagram shapes. Let's review the shapes that you find in tanagram puzzles. You've got your square. Squares have 4 sides, the same size. Triangles. They have 3 sides. They don't have to be the same size. You've got your rhombuses here, also called diamonds. Now, rhombuses also have 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides the same size. So technically, squares that have 4 sides the same size, they are rhombuses too. This is a kind of rhombus called a square. This is a kind of rhombus called a diamond. Interesting. Okay, on to your parallelogram. 4 sides, not all 4 are the same size. 4 sides. Here you've got your trapezoid, which is my personal favorite. It looks like a triangle with the top cut off. And I think I just like it because the name is so fun to say. Trapezoid. Okay, and then on to your hexagon. And your hexagons have 6 sides, if you recall. Now, let's say you have 6 hexagons. Let's put 6 hexagons up here. Our 6-sided figure, we'll do 6 of them. 1, 2, maybe I'll kind of arrange them in an up and down pattern here with a flat side on the top. 1, 2, 3, how many more do I need? 4, 5, 6, yeah, 3 plus 3 equals 6. 4, 5, plus how many more? Right, 1 more. And I've got 6 hexagons. Let's write 6 right here. Here's my 6 hexagons. Let's say that 2 of them go away. 1, 2. So, how many do I have left over? That's right, we've got 4 left over, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's write an equation to go with that. Now, because we had 2 go away, this is going to be subtraction, so you need to use the minus sign. Just looks like the straight line. 6 minus, how many went away? 2. 6 was how many we had to begin with, minus 2 went away, equals 4 were left. Your last number in the subtraction equation is how many were left, 4, and we call that the difference. Now, let's say that we had 7 hexagons. Let's put these 2 back that we had before, and let's put another one up there. And now we've got 7, don't we? Let's erase 6 minus 2 equals 4. Okay, we had 7. This time let's have 4 go away. 7 minus 4. Okay, we'll take our 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are left? 3, right. Our difference is 3. Equals 3. Let's say that together. Ready? 7 minus 4 equals 3. Very good. And you've been doing great with your subtraction. One of the things I have noticed on your numbers book pages is sometimes friends forget that it's minus. You have to look carefully to see if you're going to be taking away, or if it says plus, that's when you're going to be adding. So be sure to check the sign to know whether you're going to add or take away, add or subtract, right? Okay, speaking of subtraction, I have a game I want to show you on Starfall that has subtraction. So we'll turn our camera over here to the other computer to check out this Starfall game. Okay, let's go ahead and bring up Starfall here. There it is. Okay, and let's see if I can bring this as close to the other computer as I can. Alrighty, so when Starfall first comes up, it's going to look like this, right? And you're going to click onto this side over here where it says kindergarten, so click onto that. And then on this left-hand column over here, click onto the hippo guy, you know, that has the plus and minus sign. We've played those games before. I want to show you the subtraction game. Maybe you've already discovered it, but it's a lot of fun. Okay, when you get to this slide, go down to where it says more addition and subtraction. Click onto there. And here's, of course, the part where they had the addition. There's Coin Monkey. You might want to do Coin Monkey again. The one we're going to do today is subtraction. It's on the top right where this green lever is on the yellow box. Click onto that. And then we've got our subtraction machine ready to go. Looks kind of like the addition machine, except it's subtraction. It's got your minus sign. So let's click onto that arrow to play. Now we have to click onto on up here on the green circle. Wow, they are giving us 15 of these purple circles here, or balls. They seem to be like spheres. Minus 8, and they've got 8 spaceships over here. Now, I know these are bigger numbers, but don't worry, you can do this. And there's a couple of different ways you can do this. You can have 15 of something you can gather before you start to play the Starfall game. You can get a pile of little things. The most you will need is 20. So if you have 20 pennies or 20 Legos, that is one way you could do it. You'd need 15 of them, so you'd count out 15. And then minus 8, have 8 of them go away, like we did with the hexagons. 8 of them go away equals how many are left? And you'll count how many are left. It's going to be one of these choices on these hexagons over here. Now I'm going to show you another way to solve this problem too. You'll notice at the bottom here they have a number line. It goes up to 20, so that means 20 is the most you could have to begin with. Let's see if I can get that any closer. Now, using this number line method, you start with how many you had, 15, and you have to find the 15 on your number line. There it is. Remember, the teen family starts with a 1, and then the 5, 15. Minus 8, so I'm going to have 8 go away, and I'm going to count, they're going to go to the left, because remember the numbers are getting smaller going to the left on your number line, and we're taking away, we're getting smaller. We're not adding and getting bigger. So go to the left and count over 8 spaces, starting at my 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I landed on the 7. Is 7 one of my options? It is. So I'm thinking that is probably the answer to this equation. I'm going to drag the 7 over, the 7 hexagon. You have to drag it to the hexagon shape there.
Minus 8 equals 7.
And then they're going to show us with the dump truck. He's going to dump down the 15 purple spheres. And then these 8 spaceships are going to take those 8 spheres away. And there's your answer, 7. 15 minus 8 equals 7. I'm kind of wondering if these spheres maybe are planets. Do you think the aliens got rid of those 8 planets? Good thing that part of it's fiction, huh? Okay, let's do another one just to see again how this works. Click onto your green circle there, and let's see which one they give us this time. Ooh, we are all the way up to 20. 20 minus 7. So 7 are going to go away. If you're doing the method where you have 20 Legos or 20 pennies or 20 of something, use all 20 of them. Minus, have 7 of them go away, count them up. If you're doing the number line method, start at the 20, which interestingly enough, look, it's 1, 2 sets of 10. So 2 is in the tens place, 0 is in the ones place because there's no ones. Okay, so 20, start down at number 20 here, minus 7. I'm going to count 7 to the left because they're going away. It's getting smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I landed on 13. Is 13 an option for me? By golly, it is. It's right up there, isn't it? So I'm going to drag over my 13 hexagon.
20 minus 7 equals 13.
And now they'll act it out for us. He's going to dump the 20 spheres, or maybe they're 20 planets. We don't know. And then 7 of these spaceships are going to take away 7 of the spheres, which leaves us with 13. Yep, we were correct. 20 minus 7 equals 13. Cool. Let's do one more just for fun. Click onto your green circle there. Ooh, now we're starting with 16. 16 of our purple spheres, planets, minus 15. This time they have little mouths. Interesting. Okay, we've got 16 minus 15. So you can get 16 pennies or 16 Legos, take away 15. Or you can find 16 on your number line. Here it is. And I'm going to count back 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I landed on 1. Is 1 an option? Yes, it is, isn't it? So I'm going to drag over the 1. Put it on, whoops. I've got, there we go. Got it.
Minus 15 equals 1.
And now they'll act it out for us. Now, I'm kind of thinking, since they have mouths here, maybe these are grapes this time. We have 15 mouths that are going to eat 15 of those grapes. And how many grapes will be left?
1.
Just 1. So there's your equation. 16 minus 15 equals 1. And there's your dancing star. Good job. And then, of course, they give you 3 equations to do. If you want to play again, you can play again. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Mrs. Neve, that was a lot of fun, but what about the tanograms? What about the tanograms? Yes, we are going to play with tanograms, don't worry. Let me just go ahead and minimize this. And let's come on back over here and take a quick look at our tanogram board over here. I always love doing tanogram puzzles. Let's go ahead and take down the rest of these hexagons. And let's erase 7 minus 4 equals 3. And we are going to do a tanogram puzzle. Remember last time we did, let's see if I can find it here. Oh, yes. The butterfly tanogram puzzle. And we did the mirror image thing where we had to make this side of the butterfly, this wing, look exactly the same as this wing, except it's opposite. It was mirror image. And that's how God makes butterflies. And I loved the butterfly art projects that you turned in. So pretty. And I know some of them we saw posted on Teams. You did a beautiful job, and you really did that mirror image thing beautifully. And hopefully you had a chance to act it out using your butterfly puppet. And maybe you had the butterfly land on your nose. That was part of the poem, wasn't it? Well, the tanogram puzzle we're going to work on today has a butterfly landing on somebody's nose. But it's not your nose. Can you tell what kind of animal that probably is? Yeah, I think it's a dog. So they have a butterfly landing on the dog's nose. Cute, huh? Now, our task here is to use tanograms to fill in the dog. And then this is supposed to be a mirror over here. They want us to do a mirror image of our dog. First, let's just start with the dog. Now, I'm thinking of my tanogram shapes here. I'm thinking his head looks like a hexagon is going to fit over there. So I'm going to get a hexagon and put it on his head and see if that's going to work. Now, there are other ways we could do this. That's the fun thing about tanograms. I mean, I could have done 2 trapezoids, couldn't I? I could have done a trapezoid at the top and then a trapezoid at the bottom. You can see the trapezoid shape there. But I'm going to go with the hexagon. Now, for his ears, triangles, definitely. And they have to be smaller triangles, not big ones like this. I happen to have some smaller triangles here. So let's go ahead and put one ear up here. There we go. And I need another little green triangle for this ear. No, I can't have it the point going up. Let's move that over. So much easier if you're doing this on a table, believe me. Okay, so we've got our cute little dog with his ears. Now we need to get going on his body. The tail. I'm thinking it's going to be one of these rhombuses here, one of these diamond rhombuses. So let's try that. That seems to work pretty well. Now, what about his legs? I wonder if one of these parallelograms would work. So let's try a parallelogram. I happen to have a blue one here. If I did a parallelogram here, is that going to work? You know, it doesn't. It's going to go off the edges. It doesn't fit. So we can't do a parallelogram. How about a trapezoid? Let's try a trapezoid. If I go like that, ooh, that does fit perfectly. And then I've got a pointy thing coming down here. Triangle, right? I need, again, a little triangle, not one of these big ones. These little triangles also come in blue. So let's do blue here. And that fills in one leg. Let's see. Now, let's go ahead and do this side here. And I've got my other trapezoid here. Ooh, I could go like, oh, this is interesting. I could go like that. And then have the triangle down like this, couldn't I? You know, I kind of like that because then it looks like this is his little paw down here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it so the other one's like that too. I think I should be able to do that. Let's try. Now, that's not going to work, but what if I go like this? Oh yeah, that will work, and that will give me the triangle down at the bottom that looks like his paw. Ooh, I like that. Now, I'm left with this area here. It looks like a rectangle, doesn't it? Now, rectangle is not one of my shape options in Tanograms. So what can I do to get that shape? What do you think? How about, and maybe this is what you came up with, we could use two squares to make the rectangle. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? So let's put our one square here, and then one square over here. Oops, I think I'm going to have to move. Again, this would be much easier to do on a table. There. And now I've got my adorable little dog with the butterfly on his nose. Okay, here comes the tricky part, where we have to make our dog looking in the mirror. So we need our mirror image. I'm going to do the hexagon for the head again. Now in our picture here, the butterfly is on the right side of his head, but its mirror image, it has to be the opposite. So our butterfly is going to be on the left side of his head. So I've got my hexagon, and I'm going to put it over here so our butterfly is on the left. Now, his ears. Got my green triangle here. Now, I need to make it so it's opposite, right? So my little ear coming down here on the left is going to have to come down on the right of the head here. And it's a little bit farther down. There we go. It's not quite even with the top part of the hexagon there. And then his ear that's on the right on this side is going to be on the left on this side. So let's get his other ear. And it's kind of got the pointy side going down to the hexagon a little bit there. There we go. So there is his head looking in the mirror. You know, I think I might have that. This should probably come down a little bit. Try to do that. There we go. I think that's better. Now, let's use our rectangle that we made out of two squares next. And I'm going to line up one of those squares right underneath the hexagon there on one of those flat edges. And now, my other square to make the rectangle, it can't go on the left side. It's got to go on the right side. There we go. Now we've got his cute little rhombus tail, or rhombus that's also called a diamond. And I'm going to match that up here on that side of the square. And now for the legs. Let's get our trapezoids for the legs. This could be tricky. We're going to go ahead and for our leg that's on the left is going to have to be on the right. I'm going to have to line up. No, that's not going to work. I have to turn it this way. Oh yeah, I think that is going to work. We've got, it's coming down this way to the left here, and here it's going down to the right. And then I need my little paw there. It's on the right side here. It's got to be on the left side. There. Hopefully this is going well. We need one more trapezoid leg, don't we? So the trapezoid, it's going down to the right. We need it to go down to the left. We're going to have to move our trapezoid around. Now we've got our trapezoid going down to the left the way we wanted it. And now we need one more little paw. Right there at the end, and whoops. Ta-da! There we have it. We've got our cute little dog with the butterfly on his nose looking in the mirror. Adorable. Tanograms are so much fun. Now, maybe you have your own tanagram puzzles at home that you could do some, but if you don't, I have another website I would like to show you where they've got some tanagram puzzles. I know we did some a little while back when we first met the Tanograms. This is a little different website. I will let Mom and Dad know which one it is. And but I also will give you the website that we used before, the ABC. They have Tanograms for kids too. This one is called Kids Tanagram Game Play for Free. Free is good. The only thing is they've got some annoying ads, but I'll show you how to navigate through those. Okay, so let's bring up these Kids Tanagram Game. There you have it. This is what it looks like. See if we can get you any closer. Right. There we go. When it first comes up, it will look like this. Where's my mouse? Got it. Okay, it looks like this. You're going to click onto the orange part. It says play. There we go. And then this says Kids Tanagrams up here, and you click onto that green box with the arrow. Now, here's where it can get tricky. It says continue here. This is an ad. Only click onto the Tanagram parts. And here, down here, it says skip ad. You can click on there, and we will just skip that old ad. So you've got to be careful of that. And now we're at Kids Tanagrams, and you want to go ahead and click onto this circle here with the arrow. And they do have this music playing in the background. If you don't want to hear the music, you can click onto this little musical note up here, and it will mute it, which I think might be the best way to play. If you like the music, though, go ahead. Then they have some different puzzles to choose from, and in each selection here, there's a number of puzzles to do. Let's go ahead and let's start with the turtle up here. You click onto that. And our turtle, it's kind of hard to see on your screen because it's blue on blue, but if you look real carefully, you can see the turtle shape. And then when you're playing at home, it's much easier. And then you've got your shapes to fill in your turtle shape. The only sad thing is they don't have hexagons and they don't have trapezoids. But they've got triangles, they've got squares, and they've got parallelograms. And you're just going to drag up the shape to where you think it should go in the turtle. You might not get it in the right spot. You may end up having to move it. That's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm thinking his head looks like a square right over here. So I'm going to try this square over here. I'm going to drag it over to his head. There we go. And then over here, boy, if I had a trapezoid, I might try that, but I don't. So I'm thinking parallelogram might be the next shape to try here. Oh yeah, that works. And if you can see with this blue thing, that this is definitely a triangle. And it is a smaller triangle. This green one would be way too big. So I'm going to try this. Let's try this red triangle here. Ooh, it's not facing the right way. That's not going to work. Let's try this yellow one. Oh yeah, that's facing the right way. So I've got the head and the neck and the front leg of my turtle. Now for this part here, I'm thinking maybe a big triangle might make part of his shell. that works. And then the other big triangle for another part of his shell. Yeah. And now I'm left with, let's see, his little tail up there. Will this triangle work up here? No. I don't know if you probably can't see so well, but when you play it, you'd be able to tell that it just doesn't fit. I'm going to move that away. I'm going to try this big orange one over here, and I'm going to line that up there. Oh yeah, that works much better. And then I need, this red triangle is going to work well for his back leg. And there I've got my little turtle, and they do the confetti thing. Then they have another ad. This is the annoying part. And this one, it does not say a thing to skip the ad. I'm going to keep watching to see if they do. And then you just have to wait for this ad to finish. Sorry. But then we're back to the game. And you can click onto this arrow down here, and it will give you another shape to do. This time they have a little dog. And you do it the same way. And the same thing, watch out for the ads. You know, sometimes they'll have skip ad at the bottom. Sometimes you just have to wait for the ad to finish. But if there's ever anything in the middle that says continue or click on here, don't click on it. Only click on the little circles and things that they have for the tanograms. Now, I can also click on here, up here, and it will take me back to the 4 shapes again. But each one of these shapes, like the turtle we were just doing, you know, another shape came on after that. Each one will have some more shapes to choose from. So there's lots of fun puzzles to do there. So boys and girls, have fun with some of these tanogram puzzles and also with the subtraction game on Starfall. And you know, as we're getting in, you know, we've got really 1 week and 1 day of kindergarten left. I can't believe it. Wow. So over the summer, you could still play some of these games, these Starfall games and the Tanogram games. Of course, keep reading books. They're always exciting and fun. Of course, play and rest too. That's important. Okay, boys and girls, I want to say thank you for being great listeners, and we will see you next time. God bless you, and always remember, God has a plan.